All right, folks, my first guest is a singer and an actor. His latest album is entitled Songs I Heard. Please welcome Harry Connick Jr. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Nice to have you on the program again.
It's great to be back.
You know, I saw you not too long ago. You performed at the Olympics, which has got to be one of the best gigs in the world. Because when you do that, everybody's watching you.
It was unbelievable. I've done the Super Bowl and the World Series and a couple of LPGA tours. Yeah.
Makes it hard for them to putt. Yeah.
Yeah. But to get a call to do the Olympics was pretty amazing. And I remember I was skating with Dorothy Hamill was skating while I was singing. And,
but in your mind, you were skating too.
Absolutely. Oh, we were doing all of this fancy stuff together. But we were in the green room, I remember, before the show, and all of these different people were there. Willie Nelson was there, and Marie Osmond was there, and Earth, Wind, and Fire. And what really blew my mind was...
what do you say to Earth, Wind, and Fire? Hey, Earth, Wind, and Fire. How are you?
I think like only Earth was the only one left from the original band.
Earth and Fire don't talk anymore.
So much. So I see this guy come in, and he's got these boots on about 15 inches high, and my tour manager, John Searle, says, "You know who that is?" And I said, "No." He said, "That's Paul Stanley with Kiss, you know." And I didn't recognize him without all the makeup on, but he still had the boots on.
He still had the 15-inch high,
But he was dressed like I'm dressed, but he just had these giant boots on. And I said, "Hey, man," I said, those boots are awesome." And he looks at me, he goes, "It's all about the music, man."
wait a minute.
It was awesome.
That's not true with Kiss. It's not all about the music.
It killed me, though.
It's about spitting blood, yeah. But you had to play and perform while Dorothy Hamill was performing.
It was unreal. Yeah, they put me out on this platform, and Dorothy Hamill, I hadn't met her before the first rehearsal. And I'm singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and here she comes skating around the ice. I had a big old crush on her when I was a kid, and she still looks exactly like she did in the '76 Olympics. She's really a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
So she comes skating around, and I had these ear monitors in so I could hear myself, and I'm singing, and then I got real wrapped up into what she was doing, and I had to keep reminding myself that I was the guy singing. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
And I don't know how to describe it, but I had to keep saying, wait, those huge speakers where the voices, I'm actually making that sound right now.
Right.
And I had to like not watch as much. Plus the platform was turning, and she's skating all around, and I must have looked like an idiot because I didn't know which way to. You ever like get in a car with somebody and they go, hey Conan, check this out, and you turn and look. You're supposed to turn and look.
Right. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No, it's over here.
Oh,
No, that.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, no. Anyway, you get them to turn their head like as far as they can around. It's just an obnoxious thing that I like to do to people in the car. And that's what I
probably causes a lot of accidents, yeah. You were so lucky that what if everyone's watching, it's like 50 billion people around the world, and Dorothy Hamill's skating.
That would be amazing in itself.
Yeah, but like you're playing, and all of a sudden you just start to like forget, and start to go, oh, you're so hot. You're so hot, hot. People watching all over the world. That's so weird. That'd be so crazy. But it didn't happen.
You don't know. You know how it is when you get in front of a huge group of people, or maybe you don't, Connick. But
this is it, buddy. I'll have you know I've performed some monster truck rallies.
Very nice.
Some very large venues.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I didn't know what I said or sang when I went out there. I called my dad. I said, "Dad, what did you think of the show?" He said, "It was very nice," because you don't remember anything because there's so much going on. It's a crazy feeling.
Now, you have this other career, which has been quite successful for you. You act, and you've done very, very well at this, and you take it very seriously. There's some people who, if they had your musical talent, would say, well, I'll dabble in the acting.
Right.
But when you do it, you get very serious about researching the role. Is that true? Like, you really want to take it seriously the way any other great actor would.
It happened because of a movie I did called Copycat, and everybody was asking me, did you do a lot of research for this role? And I said, no. And I was playing this crazy killer.
Right.
And they were all looking at me like I was insane.
You mean you didn't kill before you did this?
Well, Sigourney Weaver, who I was in the movie with, I said, what do I tell him? I got to make up some story. I was like 23 years old. Tell him that I did all this research. He goes, if you didn't do any research, don't tell him you did any research. So I'm like, no, I didn't do any research for it, and I look like a madman. So ever since then, I said, I better like do some homework and research these roles. And there was a movie called Wayward Son, where I play a prisoner back in the 30s in Angola Penitentiary in Louisiana. So I went down to Angola, and I stayed in the prison for 3 days. The first day I was in solitary. I was in the Supermax unit. And
Did they know that, like, okay, this is going to, everyone's going to be Harry Connick Jr., leave him alone?
No, no, no. They didn't want to put me in with the general population because they throw feces at you and things like that. So they put me into this isolated cell, and after about a day of that, I said, let me go out in the fields and work with the guys in the fields, and they had some guards around, because I couldn't take that solitary thing. That was...
Also, you don't have to go to a prison to be in solitary. It's called go in your room and shut the door, you know?
Well, so I go out in the field, and one of the guards says, they were building these fences, and he says, do you know how to drive a tractor? I said, yeah, I could probably do that. So I get up on the tractor, and yeah, it was a big, 400 or 500 acre area that we were working. And so, like, we were working, like I was out there, like, if I even broke a sweat, I'd holler for, take me back, I can't.
You were on a turbo tractor. Yeah.
Exactly. So this one guy comes and runs, one of the inmates, there were about 15 inmates and 2 guards. He comes and jumps on the tractor, and he's looking at me. And this would be a good time to tell your viewing audience that my dad is the district attorney of New Orleans. So most of the people that are inhabiting Angola Penitentiary have probably professionally passed through my father's
Probably
doors.
been put there by your dad.
Right.
Yeah.
So he gets real close to me, and he says, you know, your dad put me here. And I'm on this tractor, and I'm thinking, I'm going to die in the middle of a field. And nobody's going to know. And what really sucks is that you figure I'm doing it for my career, I'm doing it for the art, I'm doing it. The movie, like, it didn't even not make it to cable. It never came out. And I risked my life for this crap. And I'm sitting there saying, like, what am I doing? They had one guy, he was huge. He was about 6'7" and just a big muscle-bound guy. And he comes walking over to me. I didn't know what he was going to say to me, and I'm really freaking out. And he's just kind of nodding his head, looking at me like that. And I'm like, hi, I'm Harry. He goes, I just love your music.
Well, that would be frightening too, Songs I Heard is in stores now. On April 4th, you're going to be performing at the Kodak Theater in L.A. as part of your spring tour.
Yeah.
And you're coming back a little later in the show. You're going to sing for us.
I'm going to sing.
It doesn't get better than this. Harry Connick Jr., everybody. That was fantastic. Triple H is coming up. We'll be right back.